October's upon us, so of course that means NBA basketball? Yeah, sure. Why not? We're going to go ahead and look at some over/under totals. We're going to look at Chicago and Detroit. First, we're going to look at the Chicago Bulls. Odds makers have their win total, on the season 38.5, and we're going to back under the total. Let's take a little look here at the Chicago Bulls. Last season, they won 42 games. They ranked fourth in the NBA in attempts per game, and that's what I really want to focus about when it comes to Fred Hoiberg and how the Bulls want to run. They ranked fourth last year in attempts per game, and now they bring in guys that don't spread the floor, that can't shoot the three, but are really good on the defensive end, especially someone like Rondo, who thrives in a more defensive style, of a seems to me a more defensive style of mindset. I think this team would be good if they had a more of a grinded out defensive first, putting a premium on the defense first. I think they'd be fine. You got a guy like Dwayne Wade who understands the importance of defense. Jimmy Butler, good defensive player. Gibson, pretty good defensive player. Rondo's a very good defensive point guard, but Hoiberg wants to run and spread the floor, and I don't think it's going to work out very well. Last season they won, 42 games, like I mentioned. This right now, odds makers have them at 38.5, and I'm going to back under the total. Odds makers are right, I think, in going lower than what they had last season. I'm not even going to talk about Derrick Rose. For me, the issue is just the mix-up of what they have personnel to what the coach is going to want to run. I'm sure the intensity is going to be better and the leadership is going to be better, but I don't think they're going to get to 42 wins. I don't think they're going to get to 38.5, actually. Okay, let's talk about the Detroit Pistons. Stan Van Gundy, my favorite coach in the league. The Pistons last year, they won 44 games. They made the playoffs. They were the 8th seed. Odds makers have them at 45.5. I'm back over the total of wins. I just love their makeup. Reggie Jackson, Andre Drummond, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Say that 5 times fast. He's in a contract year, so it's going to be really interesting to see how he produces. But Stan Van Gundy, now he's got another season under his belt in Detroit. He's kind of got this team right where they want him. So I think they're going to go ahead, after getting that 8th seed last year, they're going to go ahead and make a push this year, and they're going to make the playoffs again. So I like this team. They're not particularly deep, which could be an issue. But if they remain healthy, which I think they will, they have a young core guys, but I mean, health-wise, anything can happen. But still, just looking at this core players, Morris is solid. I like Tobias Harris. I think coming over for the Magic, that's big for them. He's a solid player. So over the total 45.5, I think is the way to go on this one. That's where the value is, I believe, with Detroit. So those are my 2 plays there. Under the win totals with the Chicago Bulls and over the win totals with Detroit. We'll have more to come here in the weeks to come as we prepare for the NBA. And I wish you luck on all your picks today.